Hey guys, welcome to another session. We have got tag 080227. It's 3 p.m. Tuesday, March 28. The intent is show me the target site or the target connected to tag 080227 from crvviewer.com. Emotional state, eager. Physical state, bit tired. Organize and daily stuff. Oh, and physical state, glasses, clothes that we're wearing. All right, and a little doodle. That's the doodle of the auto drawing, which helps me get into the mood. Anyway, let's get into this session. I feel some structure in my hand. Feels cold. Feels flat. Okay. Some more structure, feels more wide, like a massive object. I can feel it almost across both my arms. Oh, I found something around my chest area. Alright, so let's do this. One structure, two massive structures, three. So that one will be that, 2, 3. Structures in right hand. Flat, thin structure, also have structure, feelings, structural feelings across body. Wide, thick, heavy, dense. That was for number 2. Number 1. Now the description for number 3. Felt, movement in chest, structural movement. That's number 3. Okay. 3. Structure. I'll put structure for the first one. 2, 3. Feels like movement, energy. Okay, sense. So if this was my arms, let's do this. Feels like cool blanket, shield, like feeling cold, shield, cold blanket. Now it didn't feel cold to my bone, so it didn't make me feel cold, but all this was around cold, so either I was protected from the cold by wearing something warm, but I can feel the cold around here. Let's just make it wavy. Just a cold environment around words, around, cold, surround, protect from closed, cool surround. Alright, let's go with sense touch 2. My arms getting goosebumply, so goosebumps, coldness, cold, seems to be the theme. Let's try it. Structural, crust, arms and chest. So let's do this. All this area seems to be, so arms and chest, structural, structural details. Feels really weird. Still feels like that, but it's like big chunks of structure, and if I sort of feel it, it sort of comes around and exposes my chest. Like this is, these are all blocky structures. Chest feels open, exposed. So it just feels like, if I could draw it better. So if those were my arms, that was my body. This big blocky head, my arms are underneath that. Bit of solidness, bit of openness, like these things sort of open, but this thing sort of opens out. My chest feels free, open, exposed, free. So those are all the descriptors, and it just feels like something's coming out of my chest, out of focus on chest. Anyway, page 2. Let's go with touch 3. Now when I touch 3, something feels very long. I don't know. Excuse me. Long impression. Something is a long object, fall, drop. These are the words that come at the moment. But it just feels long, like it's something feels extended beyond my body. Extended beyond body. Alright, touch texture. Goosebumps. Cold. Flat, thin, structural. Right arm feels wide, cold. Goosebumps. Left. Texture 2. I wonder what that lines up with. Cold weather. Felt on feel sort of flows around my arms and stuff, but nothing really. Smooth, flat surface. Structurally strong. Feel structure on left side of face, feel structural blocks and face. And track it. It's getting sunny now. Alright. Try and keep going. My cold shoulders and upper back. Shoulders and upper back. Cold. Freezing. Cold. So even though I'm sitting in the sun and it's getting pretty damn hot, when I probe number 1, it's like that heat goes away and it's replaced by coldness, like a fridge. Yep, so top of my shoulders, when I probe number 1, it's just cold across the top of my shoulders. I'm feeling the environment. Just really cold. So what that cold does, kind of feels like there's a curvature in the shape of the, like curvature in shape of coldness / structure. Just across the top. I wonder if it's, I don't know, I keep, for some reason, it feels like, how should I draw it? So, how I'm drawn, with my arms up and hands. Now if I'm sitting here with my legs out, sitting down, feels like that, like it's around, if that's my shoulders, kind of feels like a curve around my back and shoulders. I'm just wondering if it's a tube. I don't know, it just feels a curve, and that it's cold as curvature, tube. So just writing down more descriptors. Tube-like. Let's go. Flash. Plane. Oh well, got that out of the way. So avoid those jump to conclusion thoughts and just carry on. Jump to. Excuse me. Okay. 2. Temp. It's like a cold spine. I think there's stuff coming off it. I don't know. This is what I feel down my back. So structural. It's also cold. Has detail involved. So detail of these things. Cold. This cold structural is cold. So when I probe like that, I can feel the hot air, and where the structure is, it feels really cold down my back, and that's why it feels like it's drawn in a straight line. It's just structurally cold. I can sort of feel it. Yeah, there's some vertical bits coming off as well. Structural vertical bits, but yeah, it's so warm around the body. Warm sun. So structurally cold, like a line down my back, line down back. Now I also had a vision when I closed my eyes as well, and it just all I got was looking down like a hallway or a row of seats or whatever, down a path. Let's go a path. It's like I had to look down into something. That's at least intention of looking. Okay, let's do tip 3. Let's see what we got. Now, what I feel for number 3 feels like a flow, like a feels like it's slicing up the air. Feels like I got a. This feels like a nose. Nose on face. Slice up cold air. So what I mean by slice up, it just feels like the flow. If my head was in front of a boat and it was coming through, it just feels like it's dividing, like a boat, like a boat through water. That's what it feels like. The nose on my face feels like slicing up cold air, like flows around face. Point, divide, nose, flow, whatever it may be. Sort of like aquadynamic. Does feel like air, more air than things, so it could be a nose. Let's. Oh, plane. I've already got that. Boat. That's what I'm supposed to write. Anyway, let's go with number 4. Okay, colour 1. Good. Darks, got blues, got reds. Lots of dark, bright red spots, lots of dark spots and blues. So blues, reds, light spot, spots, dark bits, spread all over. Saw some shapes, but reds, blues, darks. The shape I saw was sort of like a roof, and sort of like a roof and a floor. I did see bars, but really it was just the roof and the floor. And the flatness. So for colours, I'm thinking of just, bringing up the shapes and everything else along with the colours if I can. This is just trying to shake up the colours, just to give it a variety and see if I can trigger other things as well. I know the intention when I do this is only to see the colours, but I do see shapes, but I don't really put them down too much. I concentrate on the colours, but now I'm going to put shapes as well. I can still put colours. Let's do this. I've got darks, looks like a dark green, got light blues, sky blues, yellows, reds, sky blue, yellows, reds, bright and darks. Platform, flat, wall, structure, dark platform. Cool. Let's do smell. Smells warm, warm tea, warmth, sun. Now I know it's pretty sunny now, so it's kind of hard to distinguish between what's real world and what's, if it is real world or the target, but just write it down anyway. Cool breeze. structures. Now, it sort of smells like structures, like it's either a wood or a plastic, or I don't know. I was just drawn to writing plastic or wood, but I can smell structures. It smells like structures anyway. Let's see if we can eke anything else. Is it water? Water smell? Or a sea smell? It's like a scent. It's like I know it, but I can't really figure it out. Yeah, it smells cold. Yeah, it just smells really cool, really cold. Cold environment. It's like I can breathe in, and even though I can feel the heat from the sun and everything else that is here, when I do a slow breathe in through my nostril, you can feel the temperature difference in the breathing from where you sit now and the site. It's like you can have a distinction, which is great, because the first thing in learning something is actually to detect it in my own sort of way. If you can't detect it, how can you notice it? So it does smell like a warm, cold environment. It does smell like a warm day. I do feel like I can feel sun. There's cool breezes, structures, water smell, sea smell, a scent of some kind. I thought it was a sea, like a sea scent, like sea. It smells like plastic. I want to say wood, but rubber. It's not wood I'm smelling, it's rubber or plastic. Something I had open, not smooth. I don't know, I just had to write those down for a minute. Alright, we've got number 4. Let's do smell number 2. Hopefully. Let's see. Wow, that's weird. Okay, my body, my head, and what felt like was something coming around my head. And something circular. There's something behind me. Okay, let's do the words. Structure, behind, head, were to do a drawing of the head, it feels like my head's been cut in half and it's been opened up, sort of exposed. So I'm looking that way. It feels like my head's been opened up and it's going all the way back. Exposed, whatever, opened, way back, opened, exposed, behind, it really does. So if I do my head, and that's feels like all this is exposed, like this picture here, like, hey, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's exposed. Something on my chin. It goes way back. Head open, exposed, behind me. Open, exposed, head, structure felt. Exposed. Yeah, it feels like one big giant sort of, that's what it felt like, one big giant exposure when I put my probe pen on it. Just sort of opened my head and I don't know, what does it feel like? What's the closest thing in my head? Do I really want to associate it? Forget it. Let's remove it out. I'm already thinking it. Sail. Alright. Let's smell 3. Open, not enclosed. What does that smell? It smells like a shoe polish. I don't know. Smell hits back of nose. Maybe chemical. I don't know. Back of nose. High. Alright, let's move on. Dry, warm, feeling. person, maybe, don't know. Let's go with, sorry for hitting the camera. Let's go with here. Structural feeling on left side of face. I wonder if there's something close. Side of something, so either the target's next to something, or I'm feeling the target on the left side of the face. It feels like it doesn't feel like a structure. It feels like something's right there on the left side of the structure, and I'm feeling it. Anyway, we'll find out at the end. One more probe. Bits. Cold structure. This is up the middle of my back, middle of back. Maybe it's not a person. Anyway, let's try some more. Let's get some more clues. Cold blanket. Feels like a cold blanket. I think it's the cold atmosphere. But it feels like I'm the structure and I'm just feeling the cold outside. Structure. Now what I do feel, I can feel movement. Yeah, chest. Felt movement. Kind of felt like palpitations, but they weren't. They felt like tapping. Heart palpitations, like movement, tapping. Skin feels hard, flat, structural. So you know it's a structure because it feels flat, it feels dense, it feels all those things. when I felt it, it just felt like a whole lot of cold atmosphere sort of settled on me, as well as the whole denseness of the structure and stuff. Cold blanket outside, maybe. Also felt the chest, some movement, so just some minor, it felt like palpitations sort of thing, but not. More tapping, but there was movement around my front chest. Tapping feeling. Alright, here 2, here 3. See what else we can get from our mate here. Now it feels like my chest is open. I had to open. I had to confirm it. I have to confirm it a lot of times because it's like, is my chest really open? Coldness. Open. Open chest. Feels like my chest is open, exposed. Let's go with join. See if we can pull any emotional stuff from the site. So for this one, I just do a little bit of a cool down and try and calm all my energies and see what energies come my way. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see if I can draw it. So this is a side view of my body. Feels like something's coming over my head and going all the way down my body, like in a smooth sort of flow. And the structural feelings. Structural, head, piece, then curved, curvy, down back. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you know how women put a towel on their head when they're drying their hair and they wrap it around the front and they just twist it and then wrap it around the top on the top. So they just wrap it around and then twirl it around up top. That's what this feels like. It feels like it's wrapped around my head and pulling it back all the way back down my body. Sort of like, I know there's a structure, and I definitely believe there's a structure there. Which definitely involves flows. So, cool. Felt the flow, not much of a emotion. This was tight. tight descriptors. Structural, I've already got structural. Bit of stress. I'm going to equate that tightness with stress. It could be structural, and that structural could be stress as well. So, but as far as thinking of the mind, only stress pointed out, but that structural feeling was neat. So let's do join 2, see what else we can pull out. So I'm just going to write the graphical descriptors. So structural, when I do the join, it is actually like one of the previous ones, which I believe is this one here, but we'll do it a bit more so we can try and get some more info out of it. Spread out wide. Way back, behind, head, that's forward, so all this feels like it's all behind my head. It's like wide, fanned out, spread out, wide, goes way back, the structures in the head. Feel them around my ears. Oh, I hope this has something big and wide in it, so I can actually feel this guy. That'll be really good. Let's do join 3. Rocking water. Okay, structure. Work popping up. Working hard. Movement. Water. Working hard. Is that? I'll write the words down. Relaxed. Freedom. Dunno. Freedom. Okay. Number 7. snapshot. Bright, dark, shape. Okay, so that shapes again, shapes. Flat. Oh, I hope these shapes equate to something. It's a bit difficult, but anyway. Curvatures, perspectives, looking up, structures, flat, okay, that's it. Let's get on with the matrix. Okay, we have got 9. Okay, what have we got? Sensorals. Megs for magnitude. Tops for topological. N for energetics. Subs or for subjectives. That's emotional look. We've got physical, which is the 3D modeling I'm trying to do. Physical para, which is the non-physical at target site, or non-physical elements. Concepts, so words, any words that pop into mind. Subject, what? Symbolics, so any symbols. Personal responses and visuals. So let's do it. Oh, the sun's gone away. Alright, let's do this. Sensorals. 080227. Okay, just front of body feels the cold blanket impression. Nothing much else really. It's cold, it's wet. Structural front. Okay. Magnitude. Feels unusual. Like I can feel it moving out, but as soon as it leaves my body, that's it. It doesn't really hit anything else. So I think, let's see, ping, ping, ping. Is target isolated. Feel nothing around target. sort of feels long. It does spread out, but I don't really feel it spreading out. When it spreads out, it just spreads out to nothing. It's like it doesn't hit anything. Bang. 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 Nothing hitting. Interesting. So let's figure it out. Mags. Topo. Let's do topo next. Topological. It's just shapes. So let's see what the shapes got for us. 080227 shapes. So it looked like a cylindrical sort of thing. It was long. I think it was long. Had something strong down there, down the length. Anyway, that's what I got in shapes. Alright, topological, got a shape, cylindrical, cylindrical. Anyway. Energetics. What am I feeling? Feels like something is pushing from the left back of my head. So if I had my head there, actually I should just, if I put my head there, I can feel sort of like pressure or pushing pushing my head from left behind head, back of head, left. Pressure or pushing. Okay, after energetics we got subjectives. eyes feel tired. A little exhausted. Am I exhausted? I wouldn't say I'm really exhausted. Tired. Okay. Physical. Let's do this. Sorry for kicking. So as I moved my arm across, I could feel the tingles of some sort of something. So it was cold around this bottom area, cold around this area here, but there was definitely sort of like a shape as I went through. In here was busy, but out here was cold and blank. So like a blank, like nothing much that I could feel. Cold areas. Structures. Oh well, let's give that a go. One more page. Finish this off. Let's go to 11. Alright, we've finished. We need paraphysical. So paraphysical is anything that's non-physical at the site. So not much here. All I can feel. Feel the super cold thing go right up that side and over the hand. Strong flows. Over left, right hand, over right hand. Not sure what that could be. Wind or water. As far as the body goes, the body is warm, even though this is cold. All cold. This bit is warm. Like I'm become warm in something. Got some structural bits down back. I'm not going to try and justify what it might be or guess that it might, just describe it, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Concepts. Quiet. Water. Air. Floating, traveling, maybe a port, maybe a boat, ship. Anyway, concepts. Okay, so what does it feel? Something feels fluffy, warm. What else about this fluff? Protecting. Fluffy. Like a big, soft lifesaver. Big, soft water life-saving jacket. You know how you put on those jackets and they all squash up around your ears and your back and your head and your body, and it inflates everything. That's what it feels like. So life jacket, AOL life jacket. Life jacket feels. All right. What else we got? Concept symbols. Okay, so one more page. Page 12, matrix 080227. We are concepts, so symbols. Alright, subconscious, show me the symbol for this target. That will help me identify it in future. It sort of looked like a boat being moored. AOL boat moored. Hell of a ship it like. Okay, sort of look like that. See how we go. Symbols, personal responses, so goosebumps. So that's usually a water signal for me, water signal, and cold signal. Visuals. Let's do it. 080227. Now, it did look like a front of a boat. It had a whole lot of stuff on it. It looked like I was looking out. Looking out. Beyond. I don't know if it's swaying, but looking out. Just movement. This one, I think, was a plain AOL coming through. Let me just do that one again anyway. AOL. Interesting. Anyway, that is the session done. Guys, thank you for joining me on this one. I'm going to be testing with some 3D or VR stuff coming up. I'll throw a few samples down, but it's just something new, other than looking at things in 2D like these things. Hopefully in a 3D space, you can perceive things in a 3D manner, or at least practice in a 3D manner. We'll see how it goes. While I'll be doing the VR testing, I'll have a microphone, so I'll talk my way through it, because VR doesn't have any sound really. But anyway, it should be exciting. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next sessions, and have a good one. See you later.